History hides secrets. Some were forgotten. Some were never meant to be found. Welcome to Nutbro.
The tragic story of Eastern Airlines Flight 401, modern airplane. Clear weather. Experienced pilots. Yet, one small mistake would change aviation history forever. On the night of December 29, 1972, Eastern Airlines Flight 401 was approaching Miami International Airport. The aircraft was a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar, one of the most advanced passenger planes of its time. On board were 176 people. Passengers, pilots, and crew members expecting a routine landing. No one knew this flight would become a lesson the aviation world would never forget. As the plane began its descent, the pilots noticed something unusual. The landing gear indicator light, a small green light in the cockpit, did not turn on. This light was supposed to confirm that the landing gear was safely locked in place. Concerned, the pilots decided to investigate. What they did not realize was that the landing gear itself was actually working correctly. The problem was only the light bulb. A tiny component no bigger than a fingertip. But that tiny light captured the full attention of the entire cockpit crew. While focusing on the light, the plane was placed on autopilot. Unnoticed by the crew, the autopilot was accidentally switched to a mode that allowed the aircraft to slowly lose altitude. Second by second, the plane was descending. Silently. No alarms were triggered. No one was watching the altitude closely. All eyes were on the faulty light. This is known as loss of situational awareness, when pilots lose track of the bigger picture while focusing on a single problem. At 11:42 p.m., Flight 401 crashed into the Florida Everglades. The aircraft was traveling at high speed. The impact was devastating. 101 people lost their lives. 75 survived, many with serious injuries. Rescue efforts were made difficult by darkness, swampy terrain, and wildlife. Investigators soon discovered something shocking. There was no engine failure. No severe weather. No structural damage before impact. The aircraft was functioning normally. The crash was caused by human error. The investigation revealed that all three cockpit crew members were distracted by the landing gear light. No1 was assigned to continuously monitor altitude. This tragedy exposed a critical weakness in cockpit communication and teamwork. As tragic as this accident was, it transformed aviation safety. Airlines around the world introduced crew resource management, also known as CRM. Pilots were trained to work as a team, communicate clearly, and challenge each other when something seems wrong. Cockpit warning systems were redesigned. Altitude alerts became louder, more obvious. Impossible to ignore. Today, every commercial flight benefits from the painful lessons learned from Flight 401. Countless lives have been saved because this accident was never forgotten. Eastern Airlines Flight 401 reminds us of a powerful truth. Technology alone does not guarantee safety. Human awareness, communication, and discipline are just as important. This was not just a plane crash. It was a turning point, a tragedy that reshaped aviation forever. Thank you for listening. If you found this story meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.